Hey guys, Panzer J back, and at the start of a new YouTube war. This is Operation Octopussy, keeping with our James Bond theme. Um, the participants are the same as they have been for the last handful of YouTube wars. So I'm taking on the role of the KMT in the United States. Boston Bruce is going to be my ally again, playing UK, Commonwealth, and the French. Global War 36 enthusiast is Germany and Italy. Hambone is going to be the Japanese, and Silk is going to be the Comintern. So before I get into the KMT USA turn, I just wanted to show a couple of new items I've gotten just recently. So HBG continues to put out some really nice pieces, and especially over the last couple of months, they've been doing sets for some of the minor nations, which I think is really cool. My ultimate dream setup for Global 36 is to have all the pieces as well as the chips color coded to each nation, but then also to have the pieces that are representing that nation represent actual units that nation had during World War II. Like I know, for instance, in Axis Allies Global 40, some of the French pieces are actually Russian units. Like I know the French tank is a T-34, and I think maybe one of the aircrafts are as well. And then I think some nation ships are actually British, like a British battleship or whatnot. So I hate that. I want each nation to have the exact, like a tank or a fighter or a tactical bomber or a battleship that they actually used during World War II. So what's really cool about these sets that HBG is putting out now, not only, again, are they representing some minor nations, which you don't see that really at all, but they're actually the units that nation used during World War II. So, for instance, the first one we got here is down here in Siam. Those pink units, that's from the Siam base set. And then it's kind of hard to tell because I use red for my warlords, but the CCP have both a base and an expansion set out. And there in Shenxi is the CCP. And then over here, the poles have a base set, and that's kind of that off green color there. And if you can see in Warsaw, that fighter is actually a Polish fighter. You got Polish cavalry. So that's really cool. And then Finland also has a set that's the blue right there. They even have the Finland fortification in Valpuri province in blue. So that's really cool. And you can see that was an artillery piece the Finns used and a coastal defense ship there. And then finally, over here in Canada, this really light colored green is from the Canadian set. So I think that's really cool. Adds a little flavor. And again, one step closer to my dream board. We'll see if we get there one day. Okay, so on to the US KMT. Turn 1.8 and 1.9, I believe. July of 36. So let's get with the KMT first. Not a lot happening here at the beginning. They have $6 to spend. They're going to spend all of it on 2 infantry. And then we just have some non-combat. So 3 of the 4 infantry in Nanking are going to back off to Hunan. And then the 2 infantry in Shantung are going to back down to Hunan. And I think that's it. So unit placement, 2 infantry, go right there in Hunan. Okay, so the KMT spent all 6. And they're sitting at 6, so that's what they will have next turn. Unit recap. Nanking just has an infantry now. Szechuan has a militia and an infantry. this Kwichao? I think it's Kwichao. Kwichao has 2 militia, and Hunan now has 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Should have 9 infantry there in Hunan. Okay, so on to the U.S. They also have $6 to spend. Pretty boring and pretty typical. We're just going to spend all 6 of it upgrading the medium factory in San Francisco to a major. And we have absolutely no movement whatsoever. So we'll go ahead and put our major factory down in place of this medium in San Francisco there. And that is absolutely it. Very typical and very boring. So the U.S. sitting at 6, that's what they'll have for next turn. Turning things over now to Global War 36 enthusiast and the Germans.